Good morning. Oh dear, I am laughing at all your comments on there. Good morning, everybody. Clearly, it's a nice day, and when you're looking at this video back in it, and it's in February, you will remember where we were moaning about it was hot, and moaning about threatening to get out our bikinis, which really is quite frightening. And I have decided that that is the way to do social distancing, isn't it? Because no one would want to get anywhere near me if I come out in a bikini. Oh my God. Oh dear. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Vivian, Fiona, Carol, Catherine, Karen, Carol. Oh, the cuss. Teresa, Rio. I haven't seen June. Is June not on? Where's she gone? That's not on. Probably doing something far more important. Anyway, I just thought I'd do a bit more bling today, a bit more Christmassy bits and pieces, and do one of the designs that I had with a bit of a tweak over on the new launch, the Christmas launch, which clearly you seem to enjoy. So this is some of the glitter card. As you can probably see, it's very shiny. And June, you are there. I didn't see you before. She's got she's at an appointment. Oh, I thought she had an appointment with her other half. Oh, we don't want to know that. So this is the silver glitter card, and all of the glitter cards I've now got on single packs, so you can just get the one colour. But obviously, if you do like it, it is better to get the more packs you get, the better, the cheaper it is if you get a combination. So this one is the silver glitter card. And I'm going to be working with quite a few of the different bits and pieces that we had. So we have got some of the stamens, the white stamens, the glass stamens, which are just beautiful. We're going to be working with the poinsettia, both the classic one and also the pinstriped poinsettia, which we've got in at the moment. And I've got the Calling Angels frame. So I haven't got a finished card. The finished card is as we're going. So I'm just going to wing it, I think is the word that we were looking for. So let's have a go. So with the Calling Angels frame, part of the deal is that you get the actual dies to make up the frame. So this is your frame, and it's about 13.5 by 18.5 or something like that, 13 by 18, and it has no cutting edge. So no cutting edge in the center and no cutting edge on the outside. But you do have the dies that come with it, which is the outer edge and the inner, if you want to use them. So I'm going to use these two. I'm not going to use the inner one for this one. I thought I'd make it into sort of a frame, but then not a frame. So I'm using it on some of the John Next Door crystal silver card. So it's the white card, sort of pearlized, but with a hint of silver running through it. And I'm just going to run this through the die cutting machine. So I'm just getting that into place and putting some tape down onto the corners so that we are all good to go. So all of the John Next Door dies are still stuck in customs, and so I'm afraid they will still be a couple of weeks, but they really will be worth it. And I'm sure that you will all be very keen to get going, and it will be Christmas in August instead of Christmas in July in your house. So let's just run that through. Oh, if I can pick it up. And I'm going to put it at an angle. So I've got my plate. Everyone knows that I use the Grand Caliber plates for my Gemini, but there you go. And instead of putting it on like that through the machine, I'm going to turn it slightly so that I get a better even way of using it. Okay. Oh, sorry. Just realised that I had a message come through, but that's okay. So I'm just going to run that through. my machine and trim that one out. Just cut it through, and I've turned it over before I'm doing anything with it, and I'm just checking, and I can see that there are just a few spots here and here that haven't cut, so I'm just going to turn my die around that way and put it through before I do that. So hold on a second. So, ooh, crash bang wallop. That's better. So just going to take that off, and obviously because I put the outer die on there, I've got that almost a frame actually, isn't it? So I might keep that. But I've also got this bit as well. So the idea is that you have got the centerpiece as well that you could cut out and make it into a frame. But just for a change, I'm not going to actually do it like that this time. Not today. Not today, Jose. So take all the bits out. And time to poke out just a few bits so that we've just got the beautiful snowflakes pattern on the outside there. So just to reiterate whilst I'm doing this, the consensus of opinion seemed to be that to do craft along type things would be a good idea, and so I will be starting to do that sort of kit wise, but that won't be until September. So although that sounds a long way off, we're nearly into August, but it does look as if the halls that I run my real workshops, if you could call it that, these are just pretend ones, are going to be up and running. So I had notification yesterday from my hall that they have passed all of their risk assessment bits and pieces that they're sent that they must do. And as long as I then pass all my risk assessments, I can then look to going back to doing workshops. So that's good news. And I thought, right, we will coincide that with starting a slightly different online here as well. So that's something to look forward to, but not until September. And I will be telling you loads about it nearer the time. So I want to pop this one onto a little bit of my bling onto the back there. So I think that would be a better way of putting it, far more economical. So I'm going to just trim this piece down, and I will just check, but I had checked before that if I went to 14 by 19, I should be about right. So I'm just going to pop that in. So 14 along that bit. Whoops. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. 14. And then turn that round. Just extend that arm out a bit. So I need the 19 here. And just pop that in there and run that down to there. And so my frame will then now go onto there with a little bit of a border all the way round, and will also shine through this bit here. So I'm going to actually pop that onto a sheet of my sticky specs, because I think that will probably be my preferred way of getting it to actually stay. So I'm just going to pop that onto there. Press that down so that all the little bits get sticky glue on. peel that off. And then I can put that straight onto my card base. As I said, leaving that little border all the way around. So this is just giving, well, you could say a flat card. It won't be, I can assure you, a sort of a flat card, but we'll be going blinging after that. So I've cut a card down, and I'm going to put a bit of foam tape on the back of that just to pull that up a little bit. And oh, nearly run out of foam tape. Good job I've got an order coming in there, isn't it? So the back of the glitter card obviously is not glittery and can easily take anything of these foam, but when it comes to sticking glitter card to glitter card and that type of thing, hot glue or one of the tacky glues like the normal craft artist ones is usually the way to go, I find, because it's always a bit difficult to get glitter card to actually stick. So, but this one, what I like is I haven't got any glitter anywhere. The old glitter card that you used to get, can you remember that? I'm not leaving anybody. What's going on? I've just looked. I'm not going anywhere. Who said I'm going anywhere? What are you talking about, Sarah? I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue doing, by the way, the card's going to be that way round. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way round. So I'm just going to pop that, oh, hold on, onto there. Oh, poo, I've got some glue on there now. I could get my little sticky rubbery thing, but that's what I should be doing, shouldn't it, everybody? But never mind. I'm going to be covering that anyway, so there you go. Right, so there's my base all ready to go with very, very pretty thing. So now let's do a bit more of the blingy. So I've taken my last year's, shall we say, hold on a second, taking it, the classic die for the poinsettia. Okay, so that is from last year, and I've cut it out from the glitter, the crystal silver paper, flower paper. I'm afraid I don't have any left anymore, but so it's the same sort of thing as the card, but it's actually in the paper, so it's a bit thinner. I'm not quite sure if you can see that it, oh, it doesn't want to show that, does it really? It wants to show that instead, but it's a bit shiny, and it's just a bit easier to work with. So I've cut out 2 lots of that, and then using my silver card and the pinstriped poinsettia, I've already popped that on and cut it out. But I just wanted to show you as well, again, that you really need to just make sure that it's cut all the way through. So can you see that? Hopefully that you can see that all the lines are cut through there, and that's the back of it. So again, it is a plastic material, so you do need to poke out all the bits individually, but nevertheless it really cuts beautifully. So I'm just, so these fit absolutely on top of the classic poinsettia, and I'm just going to be using the largest one and then the next one down, and I'm going to be using one of each of those. I'm just going to poke those bits out. So yeah, I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not going to not do the workshops or anything like that. That will all remain exactly the same, so you're actually getting a bit more. We will see. If it's popular, it's popular. If it's not, well, we'll go back to what we were doing, and skip the craft alongs. I'm still going to do the online workshops because I just absolutely love doing those, and we've got some super ones coming up this weekend and next weekend. So, well, this coming Monday, not weekend. So that's going to be really good, and we will be continuing doing those. So I'm not going anywhere doing those. The only difference would be that some of my ladies will actually be able to join me in person, or hopefully will be anyway. But no, some of the craft along ideas that I've been thinking about, I think will work really well. And I will tell you more about them next month, and they will be starting in September. So it gives you time to think about it and decide if it's for you. As I say, lots of ideas. So let's make sure I've taken all the little bits out. So the beauty of this glitter card, I think, is just so clever, in as much as, one, it doesn't shed, which is the most important one, really, because it's all very well making glittery things, but you do get covered in it, and so does everybody else, or everything else. But also the fact that with such a fine die as this, it does cut out. But it does mean that you do have to tease the pieces out, because it is a plastic, basically, sheet. So you do just have to, they've cut beautifully, but you've just got to pop them out and work them out a little bit. So just making sure that all those bits are there. So yeah, I am glad that you're having nice weather. It's been a bit horrible here the last couple of days, and I'm sure I too, June, will be moaning when it gets too hot. I think that you'll probably be a bit hotter than we are, because we are right on the coast and we do have the breeze blowing, but I think Kent often get it much more extreme than we do, and poor old London as well. So yeah, does mean we'll have loads of people flocking to our beaches. So I won't be going to any beaches. I will just wear my bikini in the confines of my own garden. Oh God, that might get rid of the seagulls, mightn't it? You never know. On the other hand, they might poo on me. They probably would. Anyway, I digress. Just happily poking little bits out and chatting away. Oh, Heather, you're back. You've had your hair done then. That's good. Good to have your hair done. I bet that feels better. Always nice to go to the hairdressers, isn't it? Right, so I have poked and pressed all of my bits and pieces. So now I'm going to do a bit of putting together first. So with my classic poinsettia, now you can obviously use these just on their own, but I actually like the effect of using them with the classic one. So I've got two of the biggest one here. So I'm going to put one to one side to start off with, and I'm just going to match this up. And as you can see, that does not fit exactly onto there. So I know that I've just got to move it around until I find the exact, and that's not it, the exact one like that, where it fits exactly on the top. So then I'm going to take my glue glaze, and I'm just going to put a bit of glue into the center, and then just pop that, whoops, onto the center like that, and just hold that down for a second. And then I'm going to do the same. Oh, wrong size piece of paper. Hold on. Is it that piece? Yeah, that piece. Oh, blimey, look at that. Not only is it that piece, but I got it right first time as to where it sits. So just putting it in the center and just popping that onto there like that. Okay. So because it was paper that I used for this, I can mould them a little bit. So I'm just going to push up. I'm just really pinching the ends. So I'm with these two fingers, I'm pinching the ends together like that. And with my thumb, I'm just pushing to have something to push onto. So just squashing the corners really like that, both together. Okay. And then I'm just going to pull up all of the petals a little bit. So the same with this one. I'm going to hold it in the center, pushing my thumb or holding my thumb there, but with these bits, just pushing it up a little bit and just go round doing all those. And then just push that up a little bit. And then with this one, which was just the plain one without the center on, I'm just going to push those bits up as well. Just a little bit, just to give it a bit of movement there. Okay. So then I'm going to take, yeah, that one. Just going to take another plain one of that, like that. So now I'm going to assemble, but before I assemble, because I want to put one of my beautiful glass stamens inside, I'm going to bring this over. I need to put some holes in these. Okay. So the stamens that we have got at the moment, the glass ones, have got rather a large, whatever you might call it, which sort of stem. So it does need to have quite a big hole squashed into all of these. So I'm using it on my moulding mat and I'm just putting a rather large hole into the centre, because although they are on wire, as I've used a couple of thicknesses here, you're not going to be able to push that with just the wire that comes on the stamens. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure I've got a lot of give there. So the stamens come in a beautiful bouquet. Oh. And it comes with the little calyx, is it? Don't know, whatever. So I'm going to take that off. We don't need that bit. Just pull that off. And you can see that it's been wrapped with the green, but down here or up here is rather thick. So that's the bit that we've got to be pushing to get through our stamens. Our petals, I should say. So I'm going to pop it through there. So obviously it goes through very easily through that bit, but it just needs a bit of a helping hand to get ourselves through that bit. And here's where you hope that you don't pull it to pieces. There, like that. Okay, isn't that pretty? It just keeps on getting on that. You can't see it properly. There we are. Oh, focus on that, you silly camera. Oh, well, whatever. So then I'm going to put my plain piece, and that needs to be pushed on. And remember, it is only paper, this one, so just carefully pushing it down. And then I'm going to alternate the petals so that they show behind my other bit there. Then I'm going to put my big bling bit on. Again, pop that down. Come on. That's it. Goes onto there like that one. And then finally, we've got the last paper one. So just pop that on the back like that. And I've just made doubly sure that I have got, before I put my hot glue gun on, well, I can put that on, can't I? Just going to make doubly sure that I have got the white ones showing between, if I can. So the petals are all showing between there. Rather pretty that is, isn't it? So then I'm going to turn that upside down. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue, whoops, on the back there. Just let that dry off a little bit. So I'm just going to leave that upside down a minute just so that that sets. I'm going to hang it on my camera thing. So if you suddenly see that drop off, you know where it came from. Okay, so let's go back to the card again. So I'm just going to get this ready to be putting my poinsettia on. And I have got a selection of bits and pieces to go with it. So with the twigs, Leslie's twigs or just twigs, oh, these are just so delicate, so pretty. So these two have been cut from the glitter card. So again, it shows just how good that can be at taking something so fine, because often some of the old glitter card that you might have, well, the ones that I've ever had in the past, if I try to cut anything out quite so thin as that and then try and actually take it out, I would find that I would have pulled these little bits off because it doesn't cut so well. But these are just, you know, really good. So they come in all different sizes, and I'm just going to place them like so and like so, because I'm going to put my poinsettia in that corner. And then I'm going to get, oops, hold on a minute. I'm going to get myself a Merry Christmas die, but what I was looking was for something else. So this is a Merry Christmas die from Presscuts. It isn't a new one. It has been around quite a while, but it's a very pretty font, and I thought we'd just use something a bit different. So again, I'm going to cut it from my glitter cards, but before I have cut it out, on the other side, I have stuck a sheet of double-sided adhesive sheet and left obviously the backing on there, because I felt that that would be the easiest way to cut it out. Now, or stick it down, I should say. This is one die, but it actually cuts it out as the Merry separate to the Christmas. Okay, so I'm just going to run that through my machine. That needs a second go. Very thick, that makes that, unfortunately. So I'm just going to check that that is all okay. Well, that was a good plan, but I don't think that that's going to cut through. Let's see. It might do. Because basically I want the sticky bit, don't I? Obviously the glitter card itself is very thick, and the sticky double-sided has got the carrier on it as well. So I just want to see if I can actually peel it off. Well, that was a good plan that didn't work out, wasn't it? So maybe not. Or maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Whoops. Oh, blige. This is getting a sticky thing, isn't it? No, no, no. Not happy with that. Not happy with that. So here's some I cut out earlier. But I didn't put the sticky on the back, so I just need to add a bit of sticky. But I just thought that they were a really pretty font. So that's why I chose to have them like that. So I'm going to turn that over. Oh, I can pick it up. And I'm going to put some simple glue guys on the back of that. I ought to actually put it on something. Put it on a piece of foam. So just going to spread a little bit. Now I could put my sticky specs on here as well. So there's all sorts of ways of sticking this on, really. But when you've got a fancy font like this, you do want to make sure that it's got glue on it. But because it is a little bit fragile, you can rip it like I just did. We don't want to do that. So let us pop the Merry onto there like that. And then Christmas onto here. So let's just pop the glue on. Yeah, I think that the card sessions will work out. So, whoops, I've got another little die crept onto me just before. Oh golly, I've got someone at the door. Hold on a minute. Hold on, because I need to stick this down. I haven't got staff here today. Bear with me. Bear with me. Well, that was the staff's parcel. I didn't know that he was earning that much money, that he's got money for blimmin' bits and pieces. Right, okay. So we are nearly there. Going to pop my twigs into place. See, all these posh YouTube videos, they don't have to have people going out to answer the door and things like that, do they? Oh, well, whatever. So I've just put it on the bottom half of it because, as you know, I like movement. I don't like that sitting down there absolutely flat. I think it looks so much better. And it is stuck. It's not going to move. I've not put loads of glue on it, but this glue is really good, and so it doesn't need loads of glue on it. If I was going to be putting glue on it that was something like Pritt Stick or something like that, then yeah, I would need to put loads of glue on it. But because I've got a very good quality glue, I really don't need to put loads. So obviously I'm piling it up here, but I'm going to be putting on my, I'm hiding it. So, and I'm just going to break that bit off. Just put one more bit here. Okay. So as I said, unfortunately, at the moment, we are still almost all, because I'm not, but you are, all waiting for your lovely Christmas dies to come through. I do have the poinsettia, classic poinsettia. I do have that one in stock. Oh, sorry, I wobbled it because I took off my poinsettia from here. So I'm just going to trim the back off because I don't want all of that bit there. And just fold that down a little bit. And then pop some glue onto the back of my, whoops, I'm running out of glue. Let's hope that will be enough. I'm just going to press it down like that so that I can catch the bottom one so that actually will stay stuck. So press down on that. That's the bit where I had the glue, and then I can just bring these up and tweak them a little bit as I go. So as you can see, today's card is full of bling, full of glitter. Goodness knows how I'm going to be able to take a photograph of this with all this bling on here. But so much so that the camera's even having difficulty in taking it. But nevertheless, a really simple card, using all the bits and pieces that are available now, some of it and others, parts of it coming up. If you have ordered from the Christmas selection, anything that is in stock at the moment is going out. But the rest of it, I'm afraid, will be coming just as soon as it all clears from customs, which hopefully won't be very long. So there's your Christmas card for today. I am back on Friday with Fancy Fold Friday. Sorry, Karen. But let's hope that it's not too difficult for you. That will be at 10 o'clock on Friday. It's always a bit earlier on a Friday because it's coffee morning and needs must. And then on Sunday, I'm back with the Sunday special, which I'm really pleased to show you that. Oh, Teresa's got a birthday. Oh, happy birthday for Teresa. For tomorrow, yeah. Yeah, so Sunday special is rather yummy as well. And as I said, I've just had a delivery of bits and pieces, which are, I wish I could show them to you because they are so lovely that are coming up. And looking forward to being able to show you those, but can't show them just yet. But it won't be long. So have a great day. Look after yourself. Try and stay in the shade if it's sunny where you are, like it is here. Not a cloud in the sky now. I'm going to go and wash a guinea pig, as you do in this sort of weather. That's what I thought that I'd go and do. So have a great day, and I hope that you can make it again on Friday. Don't forget, when you finish watching today and this goes up on live, if you could possibly put a comment at the bottom of the comment bar, that would be really great. Okay, take care everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.